Check it out. Power on.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Doing Life with My Husband. I am Mrs. Corey Scott Newman, and I would like to start off by saying Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there, all the bonus fathers, all the grandfathers. Happy Father's Day. And I would like to say a special Happy Father's Day to my husband, Mr. Robert Scott Newman Sr. Thank you for all that you do for this family. Thank you for just loving on us unconditionally. Thank you for raising our son to be the man that he is today, and to continue to pour into him, to continue to show him the right path, to continue to love on him. And also to our daughter, thank you for adding to her life. You are amazing, and I want to give you your flowers and say thank you. Ladies, we have to turn up for our mans. We have to turn up for those great fathers and really show them how much we do appreciate them. So for everybody out there, happy Father's Day. So let's get into it. So on the first episode of Doing Life with my husband told you guys our story on how do we get where we are today. So let me break it down from my point of view and how we got to where we are today. So I will have to say, I prayed for my husband. I prayed for my husband for a while. Didn't know the timing that God had for me to have my husband, but I just believed and trusted in him that he was gonna bring me a husband. So, if you don't believe me, I have my little prayer book. This is a book that I put my prayers in, I put my thoughts in. I just thank God for everything that he's done. I sit down and when I get free time, I write it in my little book. So I've been praying for my husband for a couple of years, but this is one, and then I stopped for a while, and then I started back. So this is one time that I have in here. It was January 19, 2023. And it says that I was asking God to bless me with a husband that's going to love me unconditionally, and my child as well unconditionally. Being a single parent and having a daughter or having a child, it was hard for me to trust any man around my child that wasn't her dad. So I wanted a man in my life, a husband in my life that was going to love me and my child as it was their own. So I didn't know how long it was going to be before God blessed me with my husband. I didn't know if she was going to be still young or she was going to be grown out the house. But that was one of my prayers that I did ask him for. And when I say he did it, he did it. So my husband was everything I prayed for. God blessed me with a man that just loves me unconditionally, loves me whether I'm bald head, whether I got hair. He just loves on me. So I appreciate all the love. I mean, I never had this type of relationship that I wanted to be submissive to. So we always talk about being submissive, and with my husband, that's easy for me to do. Even though I'm a very independent person, I had to learn to be independent, which a lot of y'all know how it is to have to do everything on your own. So for me to submit to my husband, that should have been hard for me, but it wasn't. He made it easy. A man that prays for me. I remember one day in the beginning, I was talking to my husband, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong, but today is just not a good day. He didn't ask me what was wrong. The first thing he said, can I pray for you? I'm looking like, can you pray for me? Did you really say, can you pray for me? And that was when I noticed that he was different from the rest. I noticed that instead of him asking me what was wrong, it didn't matter what was wrong, because he knew God would take away everything that wasn't right. So that was day one of me falling in love with my husband. I asked him so many questions. Like, I questioned him like he was on trial. I asked him from A to Z, and he answered every question. Didn't hesitate. Didn't have a problem with the questions. I made him promise me so many things in the beginning. So I got to know my husband. And then my first visit with my husband, that's when I really knew, like, I'm in this. I'm not going anywhere. The way he looked at me, the way he looked into my eyes and told me his thoughts, his feelings, answered all my 15 million questions that I had for him. I knew at that time that that will be my husband. So that's how we became one. So I say this to say, trusting in God in everything you do, being patient and waiting for God is the number one thing that works in our marriage. That's how we became one. That's how we became happy. That's how we put God first in everything. With so much that's going on now in the world, that without God, where would we be? So we practice pointing to each other every single day. We practice pointing to our family, our friends, our loved ones. We practice that every single day. I always tell my kids, you don't know what someone else is going through. Being nice, saying hello, how you doing, that's not going to hurt you. But it can make a big difference to someone that's going through something. So I always try to live by that example and be that example to people, to show them, like, there's joy, there's love, there's happiness in everything. And we have to love on each other. Our kids need us. Our family need us. So we have to be strong. We have to love. Another thing that drew me closer to my husband was his situation. I asked him, I said, how can you have so much joy when you know what the world gave you? What the judge said you had? How can you be so joyful all the time? How can you encourage others? How can you motivate others and show that love for others and have that faith, knowing what they gave you? And it's only God. So once I saw the God in my husband, that's when I knew I can have that faith. I can trust in him. I can ride with him through it all, because faith, it does something. So that's my story on how me and my husband got to where we are. It was quick. Ladies, if he loves you and he really want to be with you, he's not going to do anything to lose you. He's not going to jeopardize losing you. And that was my husband. My husband didn't jeopardize anything. I was his main focus. I was his main. When he got free, it was like, I'm calling. I'm sending a message. I was, it was a mutual thing. It was like thoughts of him on my mind every day. wondered what he was doing, wanted to see how his day was. It was questions of just how are you? So our timeline was quick. We officially started dating the October 21st. He proposed to me December 1st. And we got married on July 31st. So it was quick. My husband said he knew within a couple days that I was going to be his wife. So he kept telling me, I love you, I love you. I'm like, why are you telling me that? How you know you love me? He said, I do. I said, okay. So I didn't tell him. I love him for, a couple weeks. It was like, I don't know. I gotta see you first. I gotta see I gotta look into them eyes to see if this true. I don't know. I had my guard up because being hurt so many times is like, you say what you want to say. People say anything. So it was just like, no, y'all, I don't know. But when I went to see him for the first time, and I looked in his eyes, he looked in my eyes, and he told me he loved me. And I really knew that my husband was truly in love with me. So I was gone after that. So my husband is my world. He's my best friend. He's my everything. When I need to be comfort, my husband's there. When I need just motivation, my husband's there. When I need somebody to cry to, my husband's there. So my husband is my best friend. That's how we keep our marriage going. We laugh, we cry, we joke, we play. We never go to bed mad at each other. We don't let each other be in that state of mind. So if there's something going on with me or him, it's like we're not leaving that situation until we're in a better head spot. My husband don't play about my emotions at all. He'll tell you real quick, I don't play about my wife. That's mine. I don't play about her. So it's the same. I don't play about my husband. My husband is my everything. So we go through it all. Being in a situation with a husband that's incarcerated is not an easy journey, but we're putting God first in it, and that's how we're making it. So in any relationship, my opinion is putting God first, and everything else will fall in place. We always encourage, motivate. We don't judge, because everybody has their flaws. I learned I love my husband's flaws. He loves my flaws. So it works. Just being joyful, thanking God for every moment that we're here, that we can do this thing called life together. That's what it's all about. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Doing Life with My Husband. I would like to know your story on how you got with your husband or your wife. And just follow us on all of our social sites. You can find us at either Doing Life with My Husband or Corey Scott Newman. I'm on my Facebook page and as Corey Scott Newman, so you can find me through my Facebook page. We do have a YouTube channel also, and it's Corey Scott Newman, The Newman's Way, Doing Life with My Husband. So that is our thing, and we're gonna work on our podcast more and being more consistent with it. We're gonna have some questions. I'm gonna get my sister-in-law on here. My husband gave us a question to discuss in regards to posting your significant other on your social pages. why more people don't do it, why more people don't talk about their other half as much. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation that we're going to have. I already know my answer, my opinion on it. So it's going to be fun to hear everybody's side of that. I tell my friends a lot that I talk about two things mainly. So if you don't like me talking about these two things, then I don't know what to tell you, but I'll tell you guys soon. I'm so excited to start our next one. And I have all this equipment, all this stuff that I need to figure out how to get up and running, but I just wanted to stop in and just show my love for all the fathers and to really just love on you guys today and to just say hi and thank you. We love you. Next time on Doing Life with My Husband, the Newman's Way. See ya.
Ain't got a bald head wife, you ain't got yourself nothing. Know that. You better get your bald head wife up. I'm talking about she better be suit. She better not play about you like mine. My wife ain't got no hair, nowhere. She lit like.
You were fighting for. Can't nobody tell me about this here. Now let me make it.
Well, you better not play about me. Better let them know who you love the most. Tell them you can't be without me. Better hold me close and don't let go like you can't breathe without me.